Hi, everybody. Welcome to this weekend's edition of the Fibre Friends podcast. I'm Louise from Wildflower Wool.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm Cheryl from My Needle Crafts.
How are you doing, Cheryl?
I'm doing good.
That's wonderful. Wonderful.
It
Okay,
is.
so this is the last weekend of our yarn dyeing challenge. So I have to ask you.
I've been camping all week.
Well, all right. So you still have this
There was
weekend.
no solar dyeing in my itinerary.
No campfire dyeing.
No.
I had my special pot all set up. I was going to go to do some dyeing over the campfire, and then we didn't go. So
You didn't go, yeah.
So but I did some dyeing. I did some more dyeing.
I knew you would.
I know. I don't think I'm going to stop. I think I'm just going to keep going. So, look at this one. Remember the one last week? This was my solar dyeing. And I was trying to wind it on the Swift so we could see what the color variation was, but it was taking so long. I didn't get it all done by the time we finished broadcasting. So, okay. So this one skein, worsted weight, Patton's Classic Wool, started out as the Aran colorway, so a little bit off-white, and solar dyed it, pre-soaked it, put it in a nice big jar with lots of water, and 2 packages of Tropical Punch. Cool.
Right, because you had one in and then you poured another one in after.
Mm-hmm. So then the big question was how much variation, because I wanted some subtle color changes. And then when I put that second package of Kool-Aid on top, I thought, oh no, maybe I put too much because there's a lot of dye in this color. But look at that.
Wow, that turned out really good.
Didn't it? Even though this reddy color is not my favoriteest color, I really, really like it.
I think that's the same as my orange, not orange socks.
The same kind of color.
Yeah, because they were Kool-Aid dyed.
Oh, could be. Yeah. So look at that.
Blue packet, right?
Blue, yes.
Yeah.
Blue packet, which turns red. Just to mess you up. Yeah. So it's fun. So I'm really happy with this. 2 packets. And when I rinsed it all out, no dye came out of it. It absorbed all of it. So it was really fun. I cannot wait to knit this up too and see how that all knits. I think it'll look really pretty. So that was last week's or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember now exactly. 2 Saturdays ago, maybe I did that.
Yeah, I think so. Hi, Asa. How are you? She says that looks a little bit like the pickles yarn, just a bit darker.
Oh, yeah. It's more ready than that, but yes, yeah.
Good morning, Marg.
I am sorry. I forgot to switch my screen. I can't even see the chat. I'm just sitting here looking at Cheryl. So I'm going to move Cheryl out of the way. Sorry, Cheryl. I'm gonna put the chat up here. Hi, Asa. Hi, Marg. There. Now I can kind of see everybody. Yeah. So I really like that. I really, really like that. I think this will knit up fun, and somebody will really, really like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like it. That was a fun experiment. So if you've got a jar, and I had it was a pickle jar that came from a restaurant. So it probably was bought someplace like Costco or something. But you don't need that big of a jar because you don't need that much water. So even if you had just like a mason jar kind of thing, as long as you can get your yarn in there, you'll be good to go. And I was doing some binge watching of Chem Knits videos.
Yeah.
And she is, oh my gosh, such a wealth of knowledge when it comes to dyeing. So I watched a video where she did a whole bunch of variations between dyeing with your yarn pre-soaked, dyeing with it dry, putting it into a hot dye bath. So something that is like your pot is simmering on the stove already versus putting it in when it's cold and then bringing it up to temperature, putting the yarn in before you put your vinegar or your citric acid, before you put your mordant in, again, and just how things would slightly change the dyeing process, and where sometimes the dye would absorb a little quicker, sometimes it would be a little slower. So you could try to get more gradient and tonal depending if your yarn was wet or dry. It was fascinating, but just verging on a little bit too technical. I was like, at some point I was good, but then I was like, okay, this is getting a lot of options. And I don't know if it made that much difference in the yarn, maybe a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, it was fun. It was fun to watch. So
Good.
That one. And I did one more Kool-Aid dyeing because I really wanted to move on to acid dyes, but my pot and everything was still on my stove, so I couldn't resist.
Ooh.
So I did this one. And this was 2 packages of strawberry kiwi.
Oh, really? That's really pretty. And you got a really nice tonal out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of variation in this. Some places.
Oh, we got lots of good mornings.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Ravina, Diane, hi, Mom, Catherine, Linda, Therese, Nita.
Hi, everybody. So yeah, this will be fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Just
it's
a
pretty.
Little bit darker pink like this. The dye really struck quick because I just tried to just put the whole thing in the pot really quick, but you can tell obviously where the end that went in first compared to what was at the end, and what was underneath got a little bit more versus what was right on top. But I really like that. That is how I like my yarn to come in. Just really nice subtle change. So that was fun and so quick, so quick. So if you guys got some Kool-Aid lying around, grab a pot, put it on the stove, and dunk some yarn in it. Easy peasy. So then I did one more set of dyeing. And this was my acid dyes. So I finally pulled those out. I had to stop myself from playing with Kool-Aid, and I had some Wilton's dye, and I just had to totally stop myself. And so I went and I pulled out so got my acid dyes. So they are, Hassa says, remember the knitting bag you need to find. Yeah, well, I have a lot of things I need to find. So so I set up my little dye studio downstairs last night with my table and my little camp stove that I use, and my vinegar and all my tongs and measuring spoons and everything. And I wound up 4 skeins of Croy, Patton's Croy sock yarn for the knit along, for the shawl, for the orange crush shawl for next month, which is like what starts on Monday, right? So I did 4. Did I say I did 4 of them? Because I want to do the shawl larger this time. So I did teal.
Oh, I like that.
So it's got some nice variation in the color too.
And what did you dye this with? Sorry.
This was with the teal acid dyes, jacquard acid.
Oh, with the acid dyes.
And vinegar. I just put a huge pot on my little cooktop, and I did all 4 skeins at the same time. And it was interesting. And I have found this before with Croy, that sometimes there are little sections that the dye will just not absorb into.
I wonder if there's something on it.
That's what I wonder. I don't know if it's like nylon that didn't get spun in correctly, or like one time I thought like grease or like, I don't know, something from
Some
it,
sort of oil.
but it was already pre-washed. I didn't put, this time I didn't put any soap in. I always used to put just a little dab of soap in, or there was something, and there was a soap that I had specifically for fiber that would just help to open up the fibers, or maybe like the little scales on the wool so the dye would absorb quicker. But I haven't used that in a while. So I don't know. Anyways, anybody knows, has anybody had that happen? And one skein, it was really pronounced. But once I let it sit, a lot of those places eventually took up a little bit of dye, but there is a couple spots that is still just white. So I don't know. I'm gonna have a little bit of variation when I knit it up. Yeah, see, like right there. And I know from past, I've tried to like mix up more dye and then with like a little syringe, put it right on those spots, and it just like repels it right off.
So that's not where it was tied. That's just a spot on the yarn that didn't take dye.
Yeah, this one is close to where the tie is. But yeah, there is just some spots, and I could see them sitting on top of the dye pot. There were these white splotches, and I was like pushing the yarn down and spooning stuff on it, but yeah, I don't know
Oh,
why.
well, that's all right. It gives it character.
That's right. So it'll just be a little, yeah, a little more tonally than I wanted. I wasn't really wanting any white in it. I was going to be fine with just different shades of teal, but oh well, you get what you get, right? When you hand dye.
And you know, you're just going to get a little blip here and there, right?
Exactly.
So,
Hi, Vonnie.
So we got Vonnie's here, and Linda, East Coast Stitcher. Yes, I sent your bag out before we went away.
That's
exciting.
exciting.
Do we have any knitting tutorials? I've tried online, but I'm all thumbs.
Oh,
That's Linda. She's a cross stitcher.
I like that, cross stitcher. Yeah, so you're going to split your time between stitching and knitting. I like that.
Do you have any suggestions for any good online learn to knits?
Learn to knit depends. Yeah, well, I don't know who. There's tons and tons of videos. I guess it depends what you wanted. Just basic, like literally how to cast on and knit.
Good morning, Trish. Yes, she says.
Yes, so just the basic ones.
I think it just takes practice, or maybe if you know anybody that knits, maybe they could help you out a little bit too.
Yeah, I think
like
that's something.
Local
YouTube videos are good, but I think you have to just keep looking till you see somebody that is either doing it slow enough that you can see it, or just says it and just wording it a little different, that all of a sudden it's like it clicks in your mind. You're like, oh, that way I understand it, right? It's just finding.
Yeah.
Oh, Linda, you don't have anybody close to you? Yeah, Diane's a very pink knit. She's got tons and tons of videos. She would be a good one to go check out.
Good morning, Danielle. Oh, Diane says very pink knits.
Yeah. Oh, it's your tension.
Oh, yeah.
Tension is just hours of knitting.
It's all practice. Yeah.
Or switching your needle size, right? So are you loose or are you tight? And it's just switching needle size, because you know when your patterns tells you to use a 4 millimeter or 5 millimeter, that's just an estimate. You don't have to do that. You can just switch it up to whatever works, right? Whatever's going to give, what needle size is going to give you the tension. Hold on for a second, guys. I got to plug my laptop in.
Yeah. Or, that you're using a fairly correct size of needle for the weight of yarn that you're using too. Because if you're using a needle that's way too small for the yarn, excuse me, you could end up like really tight. Or if you're using a needle that's way too big for like a fine, say, fingering yarn, that could make everything a little bit difficult too.
Yeah, that could too. There's, oh, you're loose. I'm a loose knitter too, Linda. So just go down.
Am I.
Yeah, just go down a needle size and try that. Because you can't, I find anytime if I try to make my stitches tighter and I think, oh, well, I'll just remember, in every stitch, I'll just give it a little tug. After a while, you find I always say it's kind of like you're left-handed or you're right-handed, right? You just are the way you are. You're loose or you're tight. And so just go down a needle size and then just knit. And that hopefully will help your tension problems a little bit. And so, and yes, I see Asa saying, if you're on the Fibre Friends Facebook, that if you're not in the Facebook group, Linda, send an invite and answer at least one of the questions. And Cheryl and I can let you in, because there's lots of people there that can help answer questions and get you going for sure.
They're cutting the grass in the schoolyard right outside my window. So I had to close the kitchen window.
So, okay, so that was I've got more stuff to show, but why don't you show what you've been working on?
Well, I haven't done any dyeing at all.
That's okay.
So that's not very exciting.
The weekend's not over.
Yeah, don't put that pressure on me.
Well, okay. All right. That's okay. I will dye, because I was thinking that I really want to keep doing the acid dyeing, but I might play around with some Rit, because I had a bottle of Rit sitting on my laundry tub, because why not, I suppose. I think it was purple eggplant. I think that was left over from what we had dyed last summer.
Oh, okay. Oh, so I have a question, because the only thing I had thought of that I might dye is I got a skein of yarn and it's like gray purpley color with a light pink, and it's been in my stash for probably 7 or 8 years, and I know I'm never going to knit anything with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that it was knit or dyed with acid dyes. It came from an indie dyer. I think it was gifted to me. I might have won it on a podcast or something. I can't remember. So can I over dye it with, say, Rit or Kool-Aid or something like that over top of something that's already been previously dyed with an acid dye?
Yes.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the only thing that I might throw in somewhere and throw something on it. Just to see. And most likely it would be Rit. Or Rit, because I have lots of it.
Yeah. I would say do it, because if it's something that you don't, obviously it's been sitting there that long, you're not jumping to knit it. So yeah, just
and I use vinegar, right, with wool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Salt and Rit was for cotton.
Cotton. I know almost everything that I dye is a plant fiber.
Yes. Linda's not a Facebook girl. Yeah, I know some people are like that. Well, then that's okay. Then we'll just have to help you here. So yeah, try your needle size. Try switching your needle size for sure. And check out Very Pink Knits, and then keep us updated. We'll see. Yeah. Keep asking us questions here, and we'll see if we can steer you in the right direction.
So I did do a lot of knitting while I was gone. Well, a lot of knitting, I think, for my usual week of knitting while I was camping, because we did have some rainy weather. And the one day it was way too windy to go out fishing. So I worked on my shawl. I was going to work on my socks and finish up the second of my ketchup and mustard socks, and I didn't even open the bag.
Oh,
But I did work on my,
let's see that. I'm excited to see this. This is going to be getting.
I can never remember which is the right side. The dog wants to go back outside. Christopher's out there.
Oh, let's see how much you've got done on this. This is so pretty. I seen these balls of yarn when I was in Sarnia at Heaven is Handmade. They had, I might even
The
have had
Estelle
that
yarn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty.
I was just at the first of the light gray.
Yeah. It's really nice. So how many rows are you going to have all together? Are you like, are you?
So I think I'm just about half done.
Okay. That's gorgeous.
So yeah, it's a really nice kind of wave.
Yeah.
And
then did you say the colors start to go like
so
back
now
during...
it's hard. I know it's hard to see with the light in here, but it continually gets a little bit lighter. So, you know, this is a really almost black.
Right.
And then gray, and then it's marled. So then it's a little more of the darker than the light. And here we got more light than dark. And then the same with the other, with the colors, they're marled together. So now I'm on this almost blue with a little bit of pink.
Right. Very pretty.
And then there's another light gray next. And then we go back to the more purple.
Okay.
Or the pink with the blue.
Yeah.
So I think this is the very middle color.
Ooh, well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
So this is, I think they're called Magic Shawl by Estelle yarns. And then, sorry, I got a frog. It's too early in the morning. Haven't had my first cup of tea yet. I ripped my pattern. I dropped. Yeah.
Oh.
So this is a free pattern on the Estelle website, Sweet Breeze Stole. And it's just a long rectangular shawl.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
What size needle are you using?
I'm probably using the called for a 5mm, it says. Let me see. Oh, no, I'm using a 4.5.
4.5.
Well, that's what happens because I know with my own knitting that I always go down one size a needle because I knit too loose. So
there. Well, it looks good.
I have something like 363 stitches.
So that takes you a while to do a row then.
363 stitches. So the fact that I finished like more than 2 repeats is pretty good.
That is good.
But it's getting there. And I think this is going to block out really nice too. Like quite a bit bigger.
It looks really nice now, even without being blocked.
Yeah, I love it. And it's my colors too. It's really jewelly and I like it. Thanks, Trish. Trish is clapping for me.
She's clapping. Oh, yes.
I got some done.
Fantastic. It looks super pretty. One of these days you're going to show up here and you're going to be modeling it.
I love it. I love it a lot. And I did quite a bit of stitching, but I'm not showing you because I am so close on the home stretch to a finish that I wanted to save the big reveal for next week.
Ooh, okay. You're leaving us in anticipation. I can't wait.
I am just on the last couple of legs of that fence across the bottom. So
how exciting. You say you got all the lettering done?
All done.
Woohoo.
Yeah. So I can't wait.
Oh, that's okay. What's your new start going to be then once you got your stitching done?
Oh, I'm going to start Rejoice Evermore. Thanks, Marg. Good morning, Wanda. Yeah, the newest, is got the most sparkle calling to me. Start me,
Well,
start
if
me.
that's the one that's calling you, then that's the one you got to do.
That's right.
Get set. So, you know what I realized after I dyed this teal color, and I don't know, I pulled out all my acid dyes, and I was looking at all the colors, and I was thinking, I don't know how I figured out, like, or how I picked the colors that I picked. I mean, there was a lot of browns, there was chartreuse, there was yellow, there was green, but then there was purples and pinks and fuchsia. I was like, I don't know what
All these colors that are in your wheelhouse, and you chose teal.
and I did. And then after I dyed it, I was like, oh, why did I pick this color? Because I finished my second Orange Crush shawl. Are we see? So I don't know. I really liked this, and I was thinking about making this into a 2 skein project, and then I didn't, and I just left it as one. Mostly because I was afraid that my stripes would really start to unstripe if it got.
Oh, right. It's amazing. I love it. The yarn's so pretty too.
I do too. And this was a Mary Maxim sock yarn.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it was Croy.
No, not this one. This is, I know the colorway was called Puddle Jumper. And I don't know where my ball band went. It's probably long discontinued anyways. And I didn't realize that it was self-striping when I bought it. I just liked the blues and greens. So didn't quite get look at this, you guys. Haven't wove this in yet. Talk about yarn chicken.
Oh no.
That was, I weighed my yarn because I wanted to get it to be as, use up all the yarn from this one ball. And I was down to, I had 1 gram of yarn left, and my scale isn't super accurate. Like it just goes 1 gram, 2 grams, 3 grams. So it said 1 gram. And that's what I was left with. So I'm going to have to, wiggle that.
I think that's just it just worked out perfect.
Just perfect. And I like how, the stripes definitely are wider down here, but that doesn't even bother me that we've got wide stripes and skinny stripes.
Well, and it's not hugely obvious.
No, I don't think it really is either. And then when you put it on, you definitely don't, can't tell. But you know what? I dropped a stitch at some point.
Oh no.
I know. And I was just so I just put it on a stitch holder. So I'm gonna have to, oh my gosh, I don't even have any yarn left to weave this in. Good job. I have more balls of this, so I'll have to start like a brand new ball.
You could weave in your one end, and then when you cut off the tail, just use it to tie it quick.
Yeah, I don't have too much on this end either. But
Trish
anyway.
is clapping. Good morning, Sam.
Thanks, Trish. I know she was one of our live studio audience members when we were away. So anyways, this turned out just a nice size for a 1 skein shawl. Just tuck the ends in, and there you are. Oh, Sam's here. Hey, Sam. Oh, Cindy's here. Hey, Cindy. So yeah, I was really happy with how this looks. So my next one, obviously, so I've got 200 grams of sock yarn in Croy for my next Orange Crush that I'll cast on this weekend. I mean, technically Monday is the 1st, but maybe we can cast on Sunday night or something, right? Oh, Asa, you're casting off already? Oh, you will be. Yeah, Asa and I were chatting this morning. So she has done hers. Asa test knit this for me. So the pattern, I was hoping to have the pattern up for today, and it's almost, the pattern's all done. I was just gonna take another picture. I decided I didn't like the picture that I had on it, so I'm gonna switch the picture out. And so it'll be on Ravelry later this afternoon. And so yeah, so Asa's doing hers a little bit bigger. She said that, were you gonna do, I think you said you were at 150 grams. And so are you doing a full 200 grams? I think that's what I'm going to do with my Croy, is do a full 200 grams to get a little bit bigger. But I like this size. I like this.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you'll post a link to the pattern in the Facebook group.
Yes, I can do that. I can post it in there. Yeah.
Then everybody can, who wants to participate, can go get it.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun. I can't wait to see what everybody will knit it in, because it looks good. Obviously, so it looks good in the self-striping. Asa did hers in the solid, and it looked really nice, because then you get really nice stitch definition. And this one here is the original orange crush yarn from Leo and Roxy, and it is that's variegated, and it looked nice in that too.
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to use the yarn that I started my hitchhiker in, that I decided I didn't want to knit anymore. And it's dark jewel tone, and oh my goodness, I can't think of whose it is now, but it's like very variegated. So now I'm kind of second guessing. Of course, because it's dark, maybe I don't know.
You're thinking,
I'm wondering if the stitch definition, like if I'm gonna be able to see the pattern.
Well, you know the answer to that question, right?
No. Just do it.
Well, you can, I mean, it starts out, it's asymmetrical shape, right? So you're starting out down here with, I think it's only 4 stitches is what you start with. So you could just work, do a little section and see what you think. Call that
I'll get it. I'll get it, show you.
Call that your gauge swatch. And if you like it, keep going. If you don't, then you just count it as practice memorizing. It's only a 4-row repeat. And so it's pretty easy to memorize. And then you can just pull it out. I think you should try it.
This is how far I got on a hitchhiker.
Yeah. That's too bad you didn't like Hitchhiker. I really like Hitchhiker.
Well, I think this looks awesome. But
okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think you should. I think it should be fine. So Asa says her first shawl was dark, and you can see the stitch pattern really well.
Okay.
I think it'll be okay. But I mean, you can't really know. You just got to do it.
I was having trouble reading my stitches.
I
am not a fan of counting. I think it's the garter stitch. Screws me up.
Oh,
trying to read how many.
I know some people said that they could do hitchhiker without row counting, like they could just count the rows and stuff.
Just by looking at it. Yeah, I can't.
I couldn't either. I had to keep track of my rows.
My yarn's covered in dog hair.
I wonder why.
It's been sitting on my coffee table for a really long time. I do dust, honestly.
Oh, okay. So look at this. Oh, Asa's just showing off now. Not only does she have her first orange press shawl done, she's got it up on Ravelry.
Okay, well, I will have to go look then.
You can go look at it and see what you think.
Because this is the yarn I'm going to use. It's Malabrigo.
Probably should not be wearing something wrapped around my neck when I have no fan on and it's hot. But I like
Probably
really-
not the best idea.
I know. It's warm.
What size needles do I need?
Well, I knit mine on a 4
4mm?
4 millimeter, which is
I don't know what these are. They're a size 2.
size 2. Oh, is that like maybe a UK
They're just
size? They're older needles,
probably
right?
probably US size too.
US size.
Whatever that is.
2. That's tiny then. Yeah.
They're kind of small. They look like about a 3.5 maybe.
Okay. Well, I know Asa knit her first one with a 3.75, and this one she's gone up to a 4. I wouldn't do, even though I knit loose, I wouldn't do mine on anything smaller than a 4. I don't think. It's not, I mean, it's not super open. I think you could go up a needle size if you want. If you're tight, you definitely go up to a 4.5.
What did you use on that one?
I used a 4 on both of them.
Okay.
And mine both ended up the exact same. Oh, I'm not going to be able to remember. Maybe I can. I think 26 inches across for the cast off edge. And I was on the increased side here, which gives you the long side, was 56 inches. So it's almost, well, maybe I've got short arms, but it's kind of like fingertip to fingertip for me. So, okay, also saying needle size depends on the yarn. I think your yarn, is a bit thinner. Oh, the first one, that's why you went to a 3.75. Yeah, and mine, because the next one I'm going to knit is the Croy, and it's thicker to start with. So I think I will definitely go up to at least a 4.5. But we'll see.
Sounds good. Monday.
Yeah. Because you could use sport weight, you could use a worsted weight even, right? And then just pick your needle size depending.
Yeah.
But I would go, and with a shawl, you always want it to be kind of loose and drapey. So if I was debating between one needle or another, I would probably go the bigger needle.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I did put a gauge on there, and I think it was 7 stitches to an inch, and just kind of measuring it in between.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I like it. I really like it. And you can see there's a couple of rows of stockinette. So that's where I just did knit and then just measured my stockinette and had about 7 stitches to the inch. But no, it's a shawl. So you got a little leeway on your gauge, right?
Yeah. Gauge is really not hugely important. Important?
I would
actually important.
Yeah. But because it is only one skein, and it's not, you kind of, one skein doesn't give you a very big shawl to start with. I would always, that's another reason why I would say, if you're thinking about needle size, if you're debating between the two, I would go bigger, just so you would get a little extra length. Oh, Asa saying, yeah, she would do a 4.5 or a 5 on Croy.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I was kind of tossing that idea around too, of trying a 5, just for the same thing. And because I want this one, my next one, to be larger, something that I can use more as, something to put around, to do something like, more to go around my shoulders. So I think it will be fun just to see what people use, colors, if you choose to go for the size. The pattern is wrote just for a 1 size. I may update it. I probably will update it once I've knit one that has a 2-ball. Then I may go in and just add some extra kind of dimensions on there.
Yeah.
But for now, it's just written for the 1 ball, but you can modify it easily enough. Oh, what's this?
Sounds good.
You should wait for Monday cast off, because don't have time for a third one. Oh, that's right. Yeah. So cast off, wait till we're into August and cast off. Then yes, and this shawl will count.
There you
She got
go.
this from Jocelyn very soon in a test knit sweater by mid-August. Oh, so yeah, you've got the deadline.
Busy girl.
Well, there you go. Yeah, you can. We'll let you bend the rules a little bit.
Rip it. Yep, I'm gonna rip it.
Yeah,
Oh, you want to watch me rip it? No, I got nothing to put my yarn on. I don't want to make a big mess.
Oh, just do it.
It is so pretty.
It is
I
pretty.
wish that I enjoyed making it, but
well, yeah,
I wish I was enjoying the pattern because it would be lovely finished.
The colors are really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll just pull it out. Yeah, so we should say also, yeah, reminding us here. So, you know, our friend Jocelyn from Northern Knits podcast, she just released a new shawl pattern and it's gorgeous and it's big. I think she used 3 skeins in it.
Wow. Is it knit or crochet?
It is knit. I'm sure.
Okay.
Knit. Look knit. It looked like it had some lacy pieces, and it had so also correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like it had like some mesh lace, and then I'm not sure if it was garter or stockinette, and she had it striped with the different colors. It's really, really pretty and nice and big, which is what I like. I think, yeah, from now on, I just really want to do big shawls.
And I'm so the opposite. I like just a little something around my neck.
Yeah. Well, then this will, okay, oops. This will be just perfect for you. And a one skein should be doable for a month, right? 1 skein of sock yarn.
For the month?
For August into September. We never talked about when the end was going to be. Are we going to put it into September? It'll finish whenever Cheryl finishes her shawl. What do you guys think? Should we leave it for just the month or should we go into mid-September? An extra 2 weeks. So in case if somebody doesn't start right away, give an extra couple of weeks and extend this one.
Knit a shawl in 30 days.
Okay, so that, yeah, that's right. She used 2 shawl and a ball skeins, 150 grams each. That's 300. So, okay. So not quite 3 skeins.
Oh, shawl and a ball. Right.
Oh, yeah. No, there's 3 skeins. Yeah. So 300 grams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Color changes. Yeah. It was really, really nice. Really nice.
So what is the shawl and a ball? Is that like, what brand is that?
Oh, I think you get it at Michael's. I'm sure it's at.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can't remember. Is it a Lion brand maybe?
Yes, we can do the shawl in a month.
We can do, okay.
August.
Well, we can. We just need to be, we'll have check-ins. Every Saturday will be a check-in and we should
So do you have to be finished to be in the
draw?
Yeah. Where are you going?
Should we say finished? So then it gives everybody a little
finish.
Like, when I say everybody, I mean you and me.
Ooh, alpaca held double.
Was your test knit for what Jocelyn shawl? It's a pied something. It has pie in the name, doesn't it? Like P-I-E. What was the name of it, Asa? Oh, if they're more than 75% finished.
There you go. That's good.
That's a good compromise because then you're close.
Yeah.
Okay. We can say that. 75% finished. All right.
And if you just weigh what yarn you got left over, then you know how much.
Yeah, if you're at that 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to knit.
Pie made me do it.
Pi made me do it. That's it. I knew it had pi. I knew it was like,
So is it a crescent?
um,
What shape is it?
no, I think it's asymmetrical, isn't it? Asa?
Oh, okay.
I think. Let's see what Asa can confirm, but I think that was, we'll see if I'm right. Oh, Pravina, you're heading out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a great rest of your weekend. We've got a long weekend here. Is it a long weekend for anybody else? I can never keep track of which long weekends are actually go Canada-wide because this one isn't.
Well, Civic is Ontario, I
Civic is
believe.
Ontario. Okay.
I know they
Yeah.
have a long weekend in BC because it's BC Day on Monday.
Yes, that's what I was just thinking. I remember seeing it on the calendar. It had some of the provinces, but not all of them.
Oh, Pravina's going to bed.
Yeah. Probably a good plan. Oh, why am I getting messages? Oh, okay. Instagram is way behind.
Oh, don't you love days like that? You get a notification for something from hours ago.
I know. Well, I'm pretty sure I did that last night or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's like way off. Okay, yeah. Also saying so it is asymmetrical too. That's good. Yeah, I like them. They're easy to wear, fun to knit, and then you can just keep going until you are going to run out of yarn, right? And so that's what I did for this one. For the cast off, I debated and I talked to Asa about that and Amber, but should we do a fancier cast off? Because on this one, I just cast off, and I thought, oh, should there be something a little fancier? And then I was just like, I don't know. Sometimes simple's easier, right? And then again, because it was only one skein, I didn't want to use a whole chunk of the yarn to do something like a I-cord cast off or a picot cast off, and I would rather wanted to put that into the actual size of the shawl instead of cast off. So this one here, I just did the same thing. I just did I just cast off. I just knit till I was almost out of yarn.
Yeah.
The only thing you want to watch is out of the 4-row repeat, there's one row where you're decreasing stitches across, and then the next row you increase. So I would not cast off after you have obviously decreased a bunch of your stitches, or else you're going to be too narrow, right? So see, okay, so also see how you work out with that, because I've cast this one off 3 times, I think, because I was playing around with that. And my first one that I cast off, I did 3 rows of garter and cast off, but I found that the edge really, really rolled more than this does. And it does, this one's not blocked. This one here is. And once you do block it, the cast off edge does lay flatter. But I found with the more garter stitch, the whole garter stitch edge flipped over. So then I pulled it out and I just went back to just casting off. But I always do cast off kind of on the opposite side. So when you're ready to cast off and you're looking at your work, if you've got a right side facing you, I cast off purlwise. And if I've got the wrong side facing me, I cast off knitwise. I just like how it gives you a little nicer edge on the right side. So that's it. So I can't wait to cast on with my new teal yarn. Kind of looks beachy, right?
It does. I like it.
I'm gonna have to switch, and I don't even want to think about this really, but start thinking about fall colors. Oh, so you tried I-cord? Oh, and that rolled way too much. Okay. Oh, Asa said on her first one, yes, the purple one you just cast off knitwise, and it looked nice too.
Yeah.
So I would just say, make sure, I think in the pattern, I said to have about 2 grams of yarn left. So just when you're getting close to the end, either weigh your ball, see how much you're using per row, or measure it out if you don't have a scale to see how much you're knitting up, so you don't run short. Where's that little tail? Should, oh, yeah. Anyways, you know what I mean, right? But it's not the end of the world. It's very easy because I have pulled this out. Yeah, I think definitely 3 times. 3 times I pulled it out. And so you can put a lifeline in if you want to. That only takes a couple minutes to slip a lifeline in there. If you think you may run short of yarn, if you cast off and you run out 3/4 of the way, you can pull it back, pick up, and then unknit stitch by stitch 1 more row, and then cast off again, and then you'll be good. So I think you guys will be able to figure it out, and it's going to be great. I can't wait to see all the finished ones.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So when you cast on, or if you have your yarn ready or whatnot, post some pictures in the Facebook group and then we can see.
Absolutely. The weekend before a new challenge starts is always a fun weekend in the Facebook group, because we're going to see more yarn dyeing pictures, people finishing up with their yarn dyeing, and people getting ready for the new project. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. So much fun. And yarn dyeing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am having so much fun doing this. And I can show you really quick. I'm pretty sure I didn't show you. I don't know. I can't remember what I've showed, but this is another one. Did I show you my finished scarf? I'll show you again because it's a finish. So anytime we have a finish, we need to celebrate that.
I don't think you showed us. You were working on it.
Okay. Trying to keep myself organized. So this was 1 package of strawberry kiwi, which is exactly the pink that I showed earlier. I like the shade of pink, so I used it again. And
that door shut, Jordan.
Peach mango.
I think you were working on that. Were you not last Saturday?
Probably. And I probably finished it on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So there we are, 1 skein that I dyed with the 2 Kool-Aids. Again, I need to sit and find a darning needle. Maybe that's it. Maybe I am subconsciously doing this for a reason. I mean, why leave in ends here and there? We might as well gather a few projects and then just do them all together, right?
I do them as soon as I'm done because
Okay, I'm trying to find a reason why I have not done that, because I know really I should just do it, right? But Trish is copying again. I know I need to use my phone or something. We need to get sound effects on here so I can just hit a button and we can have the crowd goes wild. But anyways, I really, really am happy with it. I like the color. It's a double moss stitch pattern.
Pretty.
And I like the length. So it, oh my gosh, I'm getting too many things here. Let me. I've got yarn everywhere. So it is 1 skein and it's about 6 inches wide. And then I knit again, literally till I
was done.
Till the end. And it's just a nice size to do this with. Except every time I do this, I get my hair all caught.
Looks good.
Just like that. And then it comes down. So you could do one longer and 1 short.
Tuck it into your coat.
Yeah. And just wear it. And I think that would be nice, because it wasn't quite long enough to go around twice. Like it seems a little too short. So I think by doing, what do you call this? Doing one like a little,
Yeah, I just put it around and shove it in my coat. Looks good. Yep.
I like that. So now I'm doing a second scarf.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah.
That's in the watermelon one.
This is the watermelon. This is the lemon lime and strawberry lemonade. This is strawberry kiwi. This is strawberry lemonade. So yep, there's the watermelon yarn.
Pretty.
Yeah. And so I'm doing this one in the bee stitch. So a knit one below pattern.
Well, that's pretty.
Yeah, I think that's fun too. So it is kind of getting a little bit of pooling, but
that's okay. It looks good.
It's yeah. And you know, when the pooling shows up more on the screen.
Yeah.
When I see it in person, it kind of blends. So on the screen, these look like white, which makes them stick out more, but they're a light pink and it blends.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really give you
the camera just picks up the contrast more.
But anyway, it's fun. It's fun.
Good.
That has been my Kool-Aid dyeing. So Kool-Aid dyeing has been so much fun. But yeah, now I think I'm ready to move on and play with my acid dyes and maybe do some mixing of colors there. We'll see. We'll see. I think I would do a little bit more. I found 12 balls of Croy last week in my stash.
No, you did not.
12 balls of white. I know. I was like, ooh, I was sitting there Monday night chatting and I looked over on the one wall and I'm like, hey, I could see 2 bags of white. I'm like, that looks like it could be Croy. And I went over and looked and sure enough it was. So that's what 4 of them I wound up. But let me tell you, I'm getting a little bit tired of unwinding balls into skeins. So I am going to place an order and I'm going to actually get some white yarn, get some white wool that comes already in a skein. And then maybe I'll just have to replace the ties so they're not too tight. Oh, that'll feel like such a luxury, not having to sit here and reskein every ball. So
yeah. So should we talk about our indulgences from last Saturday?
We should. Did
you remember?
Yes.
So
well, sort of.
We made a little trip to oh my goodness, I'm so prepared. We went to a lavender farm last Saturday and it was a knit in, sit knit, and Anne came with her mobile yarn shop like one does.
Yeah, I know, right? She's such a lovely lady. Yeah, so the lavender farm was called Deep Purple
Lavender Farm. Yes, and they're just outside of Embro, Ontario.
Not very, just about half an hour drive for us. Yeah. And your mom came with us.
Yeah, so we had a little sit and knit and did a little shopping. And what is Anna's mobile yarn shop called?
The Thoughtful Artisan.
That's right. And she's out of Woodstock and she kind of, Deep Purple Lavender Farm. Yeah. And she travels around different shows and places and whatnot and has pop-up shops. She was at Vicky's in Stratford a month ago or so. At Somberg Fibers, and
I think she's in St. Mary's tonight.
Yeah, there's a night market at Joe's Diner here in town. I don't know what all is going to be there, but
are you going to pop
she's
down?
Going to be there. I don't know.
You should go down.
We'll see.
Check it out.
We'll see.
Yes. So it was really, really fun. The lavender farm was beautiful.
It was.
Just on a backcountry road. It was quiet and just beautiful.
The landscape is lovely with lots of big trees and there's different little seating areas around. And then there's all these rows of lavender plants. And then lemongrass and
Yeah.
peppermint. I'm trying to remember what else she had.
Is it just
It was beautiful. Little pond with a fountain and
and like a fairly big pond. But I mean, they had a boat in there. Was that a small, like, was that a rowboat or a little paddle boat?
yeah, something I can't remember
So
now.
yeah, I mean,
It was lovely.
it was beautiful there. And then of course they had the little lavender shop with all their products in it.
Yes, and she brought us fresh squeezed lemonade, and she had made lavender shortbread cookies with a lemon icing on them. Oh, so tasty.
They were good. They were
Yeah.
really good.
So
and
I did some shopping. Do you want to see what I bought?
I do.
So I think all of her yarns that she carries are all from different indie dyers and whatnot from across Canada, are they not?
Not all indie dyers, no, because two that I bought. Okay, I bought 4, but I can only find 2.
She has a couple of manufactured yarns.
Yes, there was some, and then what I got was commercially dyed yarn.
Like she has some of Debbie's and the Loving Path. She had some of her tweed. I can't remember all the brands she carried, but they're from all over Canada.
Yeah.
So I got some cute little, I saw somebody posted these and they're like adorable. They're stitch stoppers. They're from Fox and Pine Stitches. I can't remember where they're from, but they're just these little rubber things and they go on the end of your needles. They're very cool.
They're cute.
I haven't even taken, oh yes, I did take one out. They don't work on little needles, but they work on big needles. I got my old Clover one on here. I haven't even got them out, but
Let's see.
how cute is that?
That is so.
How cute is that?
That is so cute. I never use needle stoppers, but they're fun.
Well, when I'm making a shawl that's this many stitches and lace and it's bigger than my needles, I put something on the end. And usually it's just these little Clover doohickeys.
Well, that's good. See, I live dangerously. I knit most of this shawl on a 16-inch needle. So I had it all squashed on there. And yeah, there was could have a better than average chance that I could have lost stitches, but I didn't. Yeah, if you don't, oh, I know, look at this, like, look how fun that is.
I love it. So cute. My shawl's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be gorgeous. See, I'm picturing this, Cheryl, in a couple of weeks. We need to start. Oh my God, like that looks just so pretty.
I'm gonna wear
it. We need to start this. You need to be like in the living room, and I need to start this, and then you need to do like your model walk. That's right. That's what we want to see you. Yes. Should totally do that, right? Yes.
Cozy Comfy Yarns.
I like that.
This is called Rainy Day. I can't remember where these guys are from. But look at that yarn.
That's gorgeous. They have beautiful, like,
I see a theme here. You want to see a theme? I got more, and you are gonna laugh your butt off. This is hilarious. So I bought this, and it's like navy and gold, like a mustard yellow, and a deep pink, and there's like a dark, like olive green in here. Like,
that is,
I love it. And this is sock yarn, and it's definitely going to be socks. Self-striping, superwash 80/20, superwash merino nylon. I'm thinking I might try the slip stitch with this. We'll see how big the stripes are going around. Asa, you use the F word?
I know, isn't that funny? So did you guys, if you guys didn't read Asa's comment, she said, I rarely use stitch stoppers. I just use the F word and I pull the stitches off. Yes, when I pull the stitches off, yeah.
So I bought this last Saturday, and then yesterday I was in London. I had to go drop off some orders and do a little, I've had to go to Len's Mill, not for anything in particular.
What did you come home with?
So I walked by and there was a bin with some yarn that had, discount, last gotta go. And I looked at it, and it's the Sugar Bush Itty Bitty, and it's 65% superwash, fine superwash merino, 25% nylon, 10% cashmere.
Yes.
And I'm like, it was marked down, I don't know, like $1 or so off.
Yeah.
Well, it had a red sticker for $8.49, and then it had a yellow sticker for $7.69. And I'm a sucker for it's on sale, right? And they're 50-gram balls. And I thought, okay, well, it's got cashmere, but you know what? It's fingering weight. I can make socks with that.
Oh,
It looks almost exactly the same.
it does.
Like, come on. I'm like, well, that was dumb.
Well, look at this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess you like what you like, right?
I guess so. I just like jewel tones. I don't even know if this has a name, a color name. It's probably just a number. Oh, Plum Perfect.
Oh, that's pretty.
Anyways, the colors are a little bit different, a little more muted, but anyway, so I got 2 balls of that. And I also bought fabric for some bags, which you're going to really laugh at because.
Okay, I want to see. Oh. So you could have a matching bag with your yarn.
Like, hello, come on already.
I
What
like
the heck
that
is wrong with me?
Nothing.
But this, isn't that gorgeous?
It is beautiful.
I love chevrons.
I do too. I do too.
Us has got beige, pink, and yellow on the needles. There you go. Oh, I'm losing my shawl.
It looks so pretty on you.
Thanks. I'm loving it even more now. I want to finish it. I want to wear it to Kitchener.
That's a good goal. That's a totally good goal.
September 10th. I got to get it done. Lots of time.
You can do that.
I can do it. I'm half done.
Yeah, no, that's nice.
Oh, but not the same needles. Awesome. You're so funny. What'd you buy?
Well, you know what? I bought 4 skeins.
And they're not anywhere that you can see them. Are they? They're in a white bag.
I know. Okay, well, I can show you 2. I've got 2 of them here.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
Thanks, Therese. Thanks, Marg. The fabric's amazing. Anyway, sorry.
It is amazing. You did well, yarn. And okay, this is really.
Oh, yeah. Because you were looking for something that you could buy more of. So that's, oh yeah, that's Cascade Heritage.
Cascade Heritage sock yarn.
Yep.
So there's a gray, and then I bought, oh my gosh, I bought another, I think it was blue, kind of this color. I think it was blue. Yeah, where in the world did I?
Lost in the Void.
Oh my,
also known as Louise's yarn room.
Oh my God, no, this is my living room. That's the problem. Hold on.
Oh, good morning, Diane.
I see it. Hold on.
You see it?
I see it.
So Mom bought some Estelle yarn too. Similar kind of deal to this. It was a variegated, and then she called in yesterday and went over to her house and got 2 more skeins.
Well, yeah, because your mom is like really close to her, isn't she?
Yeah, she wants to knit a shawl. So
I got these.
Oh yeah,
sock yarns because I may spend the rest of my weekend doing a little organizing in the yarn room.
In the yarn room?
Yeah. And I have been collecting solid sock yarns. And I just want to have a well-stocked stash of solid colors. So I grabbed these. So these are both, yeah, like you said, the Heritage, Cascade Heritage, 75 Superwash Merino, 25 nylon. And I don't know if there's actual colors on here. They're just numbers. Yeah, they're just numbers. 5763. And yeah, why don't they have 57?
Oh, stop. You don't need to go out there.
Why don't you just call this silver? Like, really? A little.
What did they call it? A color? A number?
Just a number. 5755.
Yeah, that looks like silver to me. Sounds like silver.
Just call it silver. Anyways, so I just bought those to go into my stash because I thought those two would look nice knit together, I think.
They're pretty.
And then I was thinking I wanted some yarn to do some cowls. I'm trying to get some patterns that are beginner knitter friendly to do some tutorial and classes with.
I like that. It's very it's very rusticy looking.
And it's soft because it's mostly alpaca. So it's alpaca merino worsted from Estelle. 40. Oh, hold on. I need to have a magnifying glass handy with me, apparently. Okay, it must be 60% superfine alpaca. Whoa, that's hard to read. And 40% merino. So 60-40. And it is nice and soft.
It looks nice.
It is really nice. So I like the blue, and I really, really, really like this green. I don't know if it has colors. Did they get a little more inventive? No, they did not. This is color 524, which is a lovely, what would you call that? Olivey green, olive green, maybe. Could be forest green. I don't know.
Looks like it has a bit of yellow undertones in it.
Yes, it does.
I like it.
I really, really like it. And this is color 531, just a nice, like teal color.
Oh, see you later, Marg.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, Linda. This is a free pattern on Estelle's website called Sweet Breeze Stole. And it's a free pattern, and it's knit with one of the Estelle yarns magic shawl. I don't know which color this is because the label is not in the bag. Sorry,
They
Louise.
seem to just like disappear, don't they?
Yeah, I don't, it's somewhere.
They come and they go.
It's by my chair somewhere, probably in a different bag, probably with the other, because I bought two of these.
Yeah, you did.
I bought two of these, two different colors. Yeah. Oh, and it's 50%. This is 50% cotton, 50% wool.
That'll feel really nice.
Yeah, it is really soft, and it's not too hot.
Oh, that's good. So the cotton.
Thanks, Linda.
Kind of there. I really like this.
I like
I
it.
don't have to wear it for a long time though.
I know. We still got lots of summer left.
That's right. We do.
I want to camp into October this year, so.
Well, I'm hoping that happens. I would love for that to happen. Yeah, I don't want winter to come until November. Just in time, you know, Christmas Hallmark movies. Well, I can watch Christmas Hallmark movies when it's still warm. Well, guys, I think that's probably going to be it, unless Cheryl has anything else. So, well, how about you, Diane? So what do you guys, before we wrap up, what is your plan for this weekend? Has anybody got some yarn dyeing plans? I know a lot of people have been dyeing, so maybe everybody's got their yarn dyeing already done, do they? Or does anybody have any plans for this weekend for a little bit of dyeing? I'm going to do some more because I'm having a lot of fun doing it. And I don't know what colors. Maybe I'll do some browns. Actually, I want to do the RIT. There's so many things that I want to play around with. I've got RIT. I need to find out what colors of RIT I have. I don't have a huge amount. I might have, like, I'm thinking maybe 4 colors. I think I might have a gray. I've got eggplant. I think I have some pink or some fuchsia left over that Marg used last year. So I don't know. I will have to play around, but it'll be on Patton's Croy because I think I have used up all my classic wool now. And I posted on Instagram yesterday. I went to one of the Michaels here in the city, and they haven't restocked their classic wool. I bought the last ball over a week ago, and the shelf is still empty. So I'm thinking, like, oh no, this is not good. Maybe you buy too much yarn when you buy at Michael's. So I may go to the other Michael's, the other end, because I know they still had some, and I may pick up a couple more balls because I do want to do some more single scarves in a few different patterns, and I want those to be for Christmas. So I may go pick up some more classic wool. But other than that, I still have, I've got a ball here, and I still have 6 balls of Croy that I can sit here and reskein, you guys. I really am getting a little, the fun of reskeining has almost disappeared. But I do it because I want to dye it. Or I have thought I may take a couple of those balls and I may just dunk the whole ball in, because like with the red, I like the color I got. So I may just get lazy and just do that just for a little experiment. That's okay. I've just been yattering while you're with. Also says, I asked Michaels to help you keep the stash down.
Oh, Rib Fest today, Sam. That sounds good.
Yeah. You know what? Oh, maybe I will. Well, it's outside. Maybe I could go wander around there.
It'd be good. Yeah.
I never home this weekend. We're always at the cottage, so I have not been to Rib Fest in like forever.
I could go to Rib Fest, but my family's all working.
Oh.
And then they're going places, and kids, I need a ride.
Yeah. So hi, Audrey. Hey, Mary. How are you guys? So I had asked what people were going to be knitting and if anybody was dyeing. So I see Diane said orange Kool-Aid with a hint of brown Tintex combo. That will look fun. That'll look super fallish. Oh, I like that.
Whoa.
Also, what did you, hold on, I can't go back here. Also, it's not wanting me to see your comment. Why is that?
I used my shawl yesterday. It was nice in the shade when the sun disappeared.
Oh, lovely. That's perfect. Yes, I know. You hate to think of all these cool summer nights, right? That's exactly what we need these shawls for. I always picture on the beach with a nice breeze, and you just need something around your shoulders. Oh, Audrey's been crocheting a cardigan. Oh, so no yarn dyeing. Well, that's okay, Audrey. That sounds good. Sounds like you got good plans. Rip Fest, yeah, that sounds good. Oh yeah, Sam, you're still struggling, eh? Well, all right. Do you have anything else to show, Cheryl?
No, I think that's everything.
Everything for you.
I had.
I think that's everything for me too.
Mm-hmm.
So I showed my bag of yarn. So this is my set. I've got 6 balls of Croy here that I can still knit. Oh, Trisha's still working on her dainty socks. Lovely.
Yes, me too.
Well,
I'm not working on them. I just haven't finished them.
Well, Diane's working. Oh, Strata test knits. Oh, so just working on some whips until you supply. Oh, for the next test knit arrives. That's all right, Diane. Also, how do you say that? Woollam. I was gonna say like Woollamese. Oh, it has a cotton feel to it. Oh, even though it's merino, and it's a light fingering, but it has that cotton feel. That's nice. Yeah, Trisha's dainty socks. I'm supposed to be working on my dainty socks too. My dainty socks got off to a roaring great start. I got the picot cuff done and but 4 rounds and then they stopped. So maybe that will be something I should be working on too. My dainty socks.
Where am I at? I am at doing the gusset decreases on my second sock.
So you just knitting those up so quick. I need to channel your super fastness. That's what I need.
I got sidetracked by my shawl now, and I got a hankering to get her done.
Yeah, I know. That's what happens, right? It's just I know we should not get distracted.
Yeah.
Oh, Oz is casting on a test knit from Jocelyn later today. That's exciting. Awesome. That's fun. Oh, Trish, you cast on the Alaska hat?
Oh, yes. I have one to knit too.
There, you guys did. Does Alyssa have one too?
Yep.
Because we did a group order and I did not jump on that train. I did not get yarn for the Alaska hat, but I think all you guys did. Did Mark as well, or does she just?
Can't remember. I'm thinking
she
might have.
Got yarn for a summer top. I think. Yeah. I don't think she did.
Well, and I have my polarity shawl too that I got yarn to start.
We should stop listing off potential. Yeah, all the projects we've got.
And my love note I got to start, and my throwback cardigan I have to start.
Well, good job. September is coming. I don't know. Does that make you feel more motivated to cast things on?
Yeah. I don't want to cast too many things on all at once. That's the problem.
I know I don't slow down in the summertime, so it doesn't really make any difference to me, but I know some people kind of take a little break, right? And do gardening and summery kind of things.
I don't. You should see my house. There's no gardening happening this year. Man. I've been too busy.
Well, that's how I've spent some time the last couple of days, been outside puttering around in my garden because I've kind of let my garden go this year. So it's I've been having fun just playing around and already making plans for next year.
Oh, Mary's going to a yarn event at Hoffman Estates. Cool.
Oh, Hoffman Estates.
Audrey, did you see Knits and Pieces sample sock? It was very cute. No. Are you talking about Knits and Pieces podcast? I haven't watched anything in the last week because I was camping.
I didn't see they're away right now, so I can't wait to see how much fun they have there.
Well, my dear, I think we're just about ready to.
Yeah, I think really that's
an hour and a half today. We're making up for lost time.
That's right, because the last couple of weeks has been a little bit shorter.
Oh, Sandy always has a top, socks, washcloth, and some other project on my needles.
Well, see, you have to have variety. I like variety.
Well, that's right. I had my shawl and my socks and my stitching, and then if depending what I feel like knitting on that day, then I can just, exactly. This week, the shawl called out to me. Last week, it was my sock.
Well, and I worked on, because I kept fiddling around with this and got it done. And
you're fine. You can wait a few minutes.
I really want to get back to knitting some socks. Well, Mary, you'll have to let us know how the event goes and what you come home with, what treasure you find. We'll have to look for some pictures from you later on, see what yarn just speaks to you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. So happy knitting, happy dyeing if you're still working on some dyeing projects. And we can start casting on. So post your pictures if you're going to take part in the shawl knit along. Post some pictures of your yarn. We'd love to see what you're going to be working on. And I'm going to skein up some of my new stuff here and cast on with this.
Yay.
Yeah.
And you're going to post a link in the Facebook group when the shawl pattern's up and ready for purchase.
Yep. And which will be, should be soonish this afternoon is my plan. It's all I've reread and reread and reread and reread and checked the pattern like 50 million times. I think I can't possibly look at it one more time. So it is, I think, as good as it's going to be. So if you guys do purchase it, and if you do find a typo, just let me know. But fingers crossed, I think it should be good. So everybody have a fantastic weekend. Go enjoy the sunshine. If you're knitting outside, or just, post lots of pictures in the Facebook group and on Instagram. Use the hashtag Fibre Friends Podcast and Fibre Friends Challenge for your challenge pictures, because we love looking at everything that you're working on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to end this here. So we will catch up with you guys all next Saturday.
Yeah. And have a great long weekend, whoever's having a long weekend. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Sounds good. Bye, everybody.